No amount of visualization will work if deep down you don't believe you're worthy of what you're asking for. That sentence right there was the moment everything shifted for me. I had spent years reading books, watching videos, scripting, journaling, and saying affirmations until my throat hurt. I was doing everything the law of attraction community told me to do. But nothing seemed to move. It was like shouting into the universe with no echo, no answer. And I couldn't understand why. So let me take you into a real conversation, the one you and I are having right now. Let me sit beside you, not as a distant teacher or someone above, but as someone who was once neck-deep in confusion, wondering why I couldn't seem to manifest the life I desperately wanted. The truth? It all began when I realized that the first step to manifesting was believing I was worth it. Now I know that sounds simple, maybe too simple. But stay with me, because this might be the most important truth you'll ever hear in your manifestation journey. Let's talk about energy for a second. You see, we don't attract what we want. We attract what we are. And if deep within, you carry this subtle, quiet belief that you're not good enough, that your desires are too much, or that you're not ready for the things you dream of, guess what? That's the signal you're sending out into the universe. You may be visualizing a successful business, a loving relationship, or financial abundance. But if, at your core, you feel like you're not deserving of it, it's like trying to pour water into a cup with holes. The energy leaks, the alignment breaks, the manifestation stalls. I learned that the hard way. For the longest time, I was chasing outcomes with the wrong foundation. I thought manifestation was all about techniques, that if I could just visualize better, script more passionately, say my affirmations louder, it would work. But the universe isn't a vending machine. It's a mirror. And this mirror, it reflects your deepest truths, not your words, not your vision boards, but your inner beliefs. So the million-dollar question becomes, do you truly, unapologetically believe you're worthy of the life you want? If that question makes you feel a little uncomfortable, good. That's the invitation. Let's go deeper. When I was trying to manifest financial freedom, I thought I had done everything right. I even started acting as if, the way they say to do. I bought the journals, practiced gratitude, visualized with candles, meditated with frequencies. I did it all. But beneath all of that, there was this invisible voice whispering things like, "You've never handled money well. Who do you think you are to be wealthy? Success is for other people." That voice didn't scream. It whispered, silently, consistently, and it devalued me every single day. No matter how perfect my affirmations were, I was still watering seeds of unworthiness. That's when I finally understood the missing key. I had to believe that I was enough to receive. So, how do you actually do that? You don't fake it. You don't slap a positive quote on a mirror and hope it drowns out decades of inner criticism. You go within. You begin the real work. You begin asking, where did I learn I wasn't enough? Whose voice am I still carrying? What experiences taught me that I had to earn love, success, or happiness? Because believing you're worth it isn't about arrogance. It's about healing. Let me tell you a story. A woman I coached, let's call her Anna, had been trying to manifest love. She journaled every day about her ideal partner. She made space in her closet. She even went on dates with an open heart. But nothing ever stuck. When we dug deeper, we found something heartbreaking. She didn't believe she was lovable unless she proved her worth. by being perfect, by overgiving, by staying quiet even when her needs weren't met. Her manifestations were blocked not because she didn't try hard enough, but because her core belief was, love is something I must earn. Once she started healing that belief, once she started standing in her truth that she was worthy of love just by existing, things shifted. Within 3 months, she met someone who saw her clearly, loved her deeply, and didn't make her prove anything. That's the power of inner alignment. You see, the universe speaks through energy, not effort. And the most potent energetic signature you can emit is, I am worthy. Worthy of love, worthy of money, worthy of peace, worthy of joy, worthy of ease. When you finally stand in that belief, it's like the universe exhales and says, finally, you're ready. So here's what I invite you to do right now, not later, not tomorrow, now. Pause, take a breath, place your hand over your heart, and say this with me. I am enough. I am worthy of receiving everything I desire, not tomorrow, not when I've earned it. Now say it again, and this time, try to feel it. If it feels like a lie, that's okay. That's where you start. Feeling the resistance is actually a good sign. It shows you where the work is. Now, some of you might be asking, but how do I really start believing it? Here's the process I went through, and I offer it to you with love and full honesty. 1. Awareness. I started noticing every time I downplayed my desires, sabotaged my progress, or accepted less than I deserved. Awareness is the first step. 2. Compassion. Instead of beating myself up for not feeling worthy, I began to gently ask, where did I learn this? That softened my inner critic. 3. Reprogramming. I began rewriting my story, not with forced affirmations, but with intentional truth-telling. I reminded myself daily, even if I've made mistakes, I am still deserving. 4th, action in alignment. I stopped making choices that reflected unworthiness. I started setting boundaries, saying no, investing in myself, and surrounding myself with people who saw my worth. 5. Reinforcement. I built evidence. I noticed even the smallest confirmations from the universe. An unexpected compliment, a tiny success, a moment of peace. I celebrated them, because here's the secret. Believing you're worth it isn't a one-time event. It's a daily decision. And when you make that decision consistently over time, it becomes your new identity. Suddenly, your manifestations stop feeling like a struggle. They stop feeling like a chase. They start feeling natural. Because you're no longer chasing what you want, you're attracting what you already believe you're ready for. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You're no longer chasing what you want. You're attracting what you already believe you're ready for. That's why self-worth is everything. Without it, you'll always feel like you're reaching for something just out of reach. With it, you'll realize the things you desire have been waiting for you to align, to receive. So now I turn this back to you. What have you been trying to manifest? And more importantly, do you believe you're worthy of it? Because until you do, the manifestation will wait, not to punish you, but to protect you. The universe doesn't withhold, it responds. And it wants you to be ready, not just willing. So today, right here, in this moment, make the decision, not to try harder, not to do more techniques, but to believe deeper, to believe in your own enoughness. Because that, my friend, is the true beginning of manifestation. And once you believe you're worth it, The universe has no choice but to meet you there. Because energy never lies. So choose today. Choose you. Choose worthiness. And then watch what happens.